and then use the stew. Okay, then I'll be using blended tomatoes, fresh scotch bonnet, and onions and bawa all in there, 4 in 1, all blended together. Then I'll be using goat meat. That's what I want to use this morning for the stew. I'll be using goat meat. I'll be using the stock from the goat meat.
Okay.
The stock from the goat meat. I'll be using some onions. Okay, some onions for the stew. That is for the Omi-obe. Blend the onions that I'll be using for the Omi-obe. That is for the stew, for the Omi-obe.
Okay. Number what are you using?
I'm using code number 2 to shred the onions because I want the onions in a thin slice.
Okay, guys, can you see that?
Okay, this is our sliced onions using code number 2. You can
Which
see
is
that
the stringer cut.
Which is the stringer cut. So let's check if it's ready to fry. I have to sprinkle some water.
Some water, just a little.
Then it's ready. Oh, yeah.
Wow, guys, can you see that? That means this is ready to go. It's ready to fry.
So now I can toss in my onions. You can hear that sound, that big sound.
So this is almost like we're frying. This is almost like we're frying our onions, but without a single drop of oil. I could feel that aroma coming from that fried onions, and it's releasing its own juice. It's actually releasing its own juice, and then we are going to enjoy the nutritional value or the benefit of these onions. Like I said, the onions is high in lots of antibacterial properties, antifungal properties, and it actually helps to boost the immune system as well. So this is becoming more interesting, guys. So what are we going to add now, Chef Jessica?
So I'm going to be adding the goat meat stock.
The goat meat stock. Wow, that's interesting. So we're going to be using the goat meat stock as a base.
Then next one, I'm going to be adding the tomatoes. These tomatoes, I pre-boiled it.
Okay.
Then blend it. You can see it looks like a puree, tomato puree. You can see the
like
thickness.
tomato puree.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can
fantastic.
see the thickness.
So by the way, tomatoes, everything red, the nutrition window, the color pigmentation from that red, is very, very good because it's high in lots of antioxidants, and it actually helps to boost our immune system. They have some common compounds like lycopene in them, which is also actually very good. It helps to fight cancer cells as well, so and they have lots of antioxidants.
Yeah, so because I boiled it first before blending, you can see the thickness looks like a tomato puree. Yes.
So you really have to boil first before blending. Okay.
They allow you to cool.
Oh, fantastic. So we boil this first before blending, guys. So now we have all of this for our Omi-obe. Wow, this is interesting, Chef Jessica. I'm actually having fun. I trust our viewers out there at home and are taking notes of all these fabulous recipes.
So the next thing is that I'm going to be adding the goat meat, boiled goat meat, boiled already to save us time.
Okay, so we're adding our goat meat. So like I'm always advising, I prefer we use the goat meat, rather than use the red beef because of the calorie content, the oil intake. So this has more lean fats, unlike the red beef. The red beef has more fats in there. So you're trying to watch the amount of fat you're consuming.
So I'll be adding the
sea salt.
Sea salt.
Okay, just about a tablespoon.
Using a
teaspoon of sea salt.
A teaspoon of sea salt.
And that's because we prefer to use the sea salt. It's not gone through any process. It's all natural compared to that of the table salt.
So we allow this to cook for 10 minutes.
So we're gonna